Dun dun dun. 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 Yeah. That's wrong. This fucking camera got knocked over while I was fucking around. You son of a bitch. Piece of shit. God damn you, a piece of motherfucking shit. Let me switch some stuff around here. Oh yeah, that's better. So much better. So much sexier. Let's, I don't think we're gonna get many tips, so let's just do this. Oops, that's wrong. Hold on. Add screen capture. This shit here. Boom. Just put this over here. Give the chat a voice. The tips are butts. Nice. Yep, that's true. The tips are indeed butts. You are correct. But we'll have to block them so that you people can have your say. I do have Streamlabs open down below if anyone wants to do that. You guys are already all paid to be here, so it's not expected or anything. Yeah, I see I have a downvote already. Man, how'd that happen? Just like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna downvote you. I paid to be here, but boo. It already sucks. Too long on the intro. Should have saved my DP private show money for this. Did you pay? I don't know. Did you? No, you didn't. You're the guy. You were the first guy up here. Oh, I guess you're not archived anymore. But you were the guy who said he didn't pay. You just fucking got here somehow. You're a jerk. I see the downvoter change their mind. They're like, all right, fine. I guess you can have a thumbs up. Well, thank you, downvoter. I appreciate your change of heart. You're very kind. Oh, so how is everybody tonight? How you doing, chat? What's going on? I'm gonna find something to light this with. I apologize. I have a little bit of a sniffle situation going on. Hey, Karina Mendez-Lara. First time. Thanks for popping my TJ cherry. Well, that's very erotic. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're doing very well. Yes, Beta Rage, the interloper who didn't pay, is doing very well. This is good. You should go. Since you're here for free, you should go to the Streamlabs Beta Rage. You should contribute. You should pay for admission like everyone else here did. You son of a bitch. But whatever. I could only ban you from the chat. I don't think I can undiscover this link for you. But that's cool. So let's get started. Oh, fuck. That hit way harder than I thought it was going to. Oh my god, why? Oh god. Oh my god. Oh, sorry, dropped my phone there. Doesn't matter. Who gives a shit? As you probably already gathered, these shows tend to be a little bit less energetic, a little bit less showy than my normal shows. You get to see more of my genuine, boring, low-key kind of personality, the real TJ, if you will. You know, I might get hyped up about a few stories here and there. I don't know. Kind of just depends. We'll see. Yeah, there is a baby. It's not mine. Trust me. As a teen, he savagely beat a classmate. The attack was forgotten until he went into politics. Let's see. The Republicans of Broward County, Florida, knew little about Rupert Tarsi when he ran for an open slot on the local party's executive committee, but the young man had some decent political cred. Before the 2016 presidential election, he told them he knocked on thousands of doors and got 50 Republicans in liberal enclave to register to vote to support Donald Trump's presidential campaign. He worshipped at the same church as the committee's vice chair and headed a local chapter of the Catholic fraternal group Knights of Columbus. He came from a wealthy California family and followed 4 generations into a real estate career. Within months of joining the local party, the 28-year-old was elected secretary in May, defeating 2 challengers who'd been around longer. It's kind of a young political upstart, making his fucking way up the ladder real quick. But something felt off about Tarsi for Bob Sutton, chairman of the committee. After a few months, Tarsi... for Beta Rage. Thank you. Yeah, I see that see that, Beta Rage? Someone else is paying your way here. You know? What a jerk you are. Made another person fucking pay your fucking price of admission, and they already paid for their own. So how rude is that, Beta Rage? How rude is that if you're even still fucking here? You cocksucker. You're a jerk. You're a real jerk, Beta Rage. I see Karina. Karina loves butts, dude. Karina's like, yeah, butts. Yeah, most of my Streamlabs amounts are butts. I could even just go through the whole roster of different things that can appear, even though there's only 20 people here, so the chances of there being a bunch of Streamlabs is pretty fucking narrow. But, you know, all the more reason why you could just be shown. So let's just take a look here at the different things that can appear. So the standard one, you already saw just now. Test donation right there. Test donation for fucking whatever. There's a butt. The super chats come in as a different butt, I believe. We'll do a test super chat there. Oops. Where'd it go? Okay, there we go. Test super chat. Different, entirely different butt. And then I have all these little variations. Where the fuck are they? Oh, I'm in the wrong section. That's why. Here we go. Here's what happens if you do donate $6.66 via Streamlabs. If you donated $17.76 via Streamlabs.
1776 will commence again if you try to take our firearms.
I think 5. Let me see what 5 is.
Fuck you, asshole.
Okay, 5 is just the same butt as the super chats. If you're a brony by any chance and you want to do 444, you get this. If it's $6.69, I think you get the boob one. Yeah, there you go. So for you tit lovers, there's boobs. If you donate $9.11,
I'm Pickle Rick!
there you go. And then if you donate $33, you can actually break reality. Cause massive havoc. That's how that works. Man, Karina likes tits. Karina likes ass. Karina's a horny bitch, dude. Probably really a dude. Probably another neckbeard like me. Okay. So anyway, that's just a breakdown of what you can get for different Streamlab amounts. Not that anyone's going to be doing that. Anyway, back to this fuck. This guy who rose through the ranks of the Republican Party over in Broward County. So apparently, here's what happened in high school. Rupert Ditsworth, a 17-year-old from Beverly Hills, was a senior. One day in May, he finished an advanced placement exam and was waiting for a friend when he saw another schoolmate, Elizabeth Barkley. He invited her to lunch in his Jaguar. They'd known each other for 2 years and eaten together before she accepted. They took the Jaguar to Jamba Juice and sipped smoothies. After lunch, Ditsworth asked Barkley if she would go with him to mail something on the way back to school. She agreed. Oh, shit. TJ, do you ever wish you could live a life where ignorance is bliss and see your rationalism and self-awareness as a burden? You know, I could still have bliss. I just need a giant fucking ass rubbed in my face for a while, you know, like one of the ones from one of my gifts, just, you know, and I could be like, the world is horrible, but whatever, this big butt's in my face, so I'm good. Da-da-da-da-da. Soon after, according to court records, he drove past a mailbox and detoured to a quiet residential street, parking at a dead end with the passenger door up against a wall. There, he told Barkley he had thoughts of suicide. She suggested he drive back to school and see a counselor. Instead, according to court records, he reached inside his backpack, pulled out a claw hammer, and started swinging. Ditsworth delivered dozens of crushing blows, smashing Barkay's... Wait, sorry, I've been saying Barkley. There's no L there. Barkay's nose and leg, splitting her scalp and giving her 2 black eyes, the records say. Her family said they counted at least 40 visible wounds. During a struggle, the weapon broke, so Ditsworth grabbed Barkay's throat and tried to strangle her, she testified during a preliminary hearing. Barkay said she bit down on his finger to stop the attack. He let go. "I'm done," he screamed. Bloody and wounded, Barkay managed to escape from the car before collapsing in front of a nearby home. She survived the attack, emerging with fierce resolve. 5 days later, she went to prom in a wheelchair and was crowned queen, the high school's student newspaper reported at the time. Barkay could not be reached for comment for this article. Prosecutors filed 3 felony charges against her attacker, 1 count of attempted murder and 2 counts of assault with a deadly weapon. If convicted of those charges, Ditsworth was facing the rest of his life behind bars, but he never spent a day in jail. So I'm assuming that's probably because he was rich and had a Jaguar and shit. And after doing that, he grew up and got and became a nice Republican dude named Tarsi. He changed his name. I mean, what the fuck? Ditsworth. I mean, was his name Ditsworth or what? Man, this is a long one. So yeah, I mean, it's clearly the same guy. There he is as a fucking kid. Here he is as a grown-up. And now, I don't know if he's still on there or not. Let's see. Didn't realize this was so fucking long. You know, you could convey these details much more quickly. But whatever. No self-respecting Republican, Democrat, or Independent would support an individual who took a claw hammer to a female. Well, you know. Maybe he's genuinely reformed, though, dude. Maybe he's okay now. You know? We've all wanted to claw hammer a bitch every now and then. And yes, this was in Florida. So, you know. I think I actually found this on the Florida Man subreddit, which is a great subreddit if you want to follow Florida news. But yeah, this guy took a claw hammer to a bitch, and now he's an elected official. But probably not anymore, I would imagine. Here's another champion of justice. Rapist claims he was compelled by God's will. You know, I mean, I always, you know, the Christians, they have this story they love to fucking tell about Abraham, you know? Abraham taking his son Isaac up on top of the mountain, you know, to sacrifice him because God told him to. And it's presented as like, oh, you know, such was his faith in God, so beautiful. But then when one of these psychos rapes or murders someone saying it was God, you know, everyone's like, what? God would never say that. Like, yeah, he would. It says right in your Bible he'd do that. Why wouldn't he fucking say that? When Michael Mercado's ex-wife caught him having sex with a minor, he told her it was God's will that he take this woman as his second wife. Oh. I mean, you know, if God said so, I mean, if you got faith in God, you know. District Judge Dole Chingy wasn't buying that defense Monday when he sentenced Mercado, 48, to 5 to 20 years in prison for sexually abusing a minor. I considered a rider program as with probation. I think that minimizes the damage done, Chingy said. Mercado of Idaho Falls was arrested in June after the relationship was discovered. He was charged with sexual battery committed by lewd and lascivious acts on a minor child 16 to 17 years of age. The charge was amended to rape where the victim is 16 or 17 years of age. Okay. During Mercado's sentencing, the ex-wife read a victim impact statement to Tingy about how her former husband's actions had affected her. She said Mercado had tried to guilt-trip her for reporting him, and when she spoke to church leader about the abuse, told her to call him back and deny his earlier statements. She said Mercado said they should stay together and the abuse would stop if he didn't report her. After this, I don't know what part of my relationship was real, Mercado's ex-wife said. I used to think the worst thing that could happen in marriage was to have my husband cheat on me, but I was wrong. So very wrong. I mean, he did cheat on you. You just didn't think he was going to cheat on you with a 16-year-old who he would tell you that God, you know. By the way, who's even broken up about losing this guy as a husband, you know? If I was the fucking bitch that had to be mounted by this fucking turd every night, I'd be glad to see him go under any fucking circumstances. Get out of here. Maybe she's no prize either. I don't know. I'd assume she's probably not. This dude probably ain't mounting some fucking mid-90s Pamela Anderson-looking bitch. I doubt it anyway. Who knows, though? Some guys have all the luck. But apparently, if he did, his luck has run out. Because now he's going to jail. Because the judge is in defiance of God. You know, I hope that judge realizes the mistake he's made. You know, you don't defy God, judge. You know, God said that this fucking guy, Michael Mercado, was supposed to be all up in that fucking teen snatch. That's what God fucking said. Those are God's very own motherfucking words. So, who are you to fucking deny the power of God, huh? This fucking earthly judge thinks he can supersede God's law? I, as a fucking committed Christian, am deeply and fucking profoundly offended by this sickening display of evil. you know? It's just wrong. So, that's it for that story. God's will. You made me cringe. My uterus revolted. What? What was it? The thought of this guy getting on top of you and fucking working his seed into your cunt? Was that what did it? Or was it something else? Here we go. This is from the Tumblr in Action subreddit. This is a Tumblr post. They tend to hide the people's screen names on there for anti-doxing reasons, which is kind of unfortunate because it'd be fun to know who some of these people are and look at some of their other posts. Listen, doctor, I've been self-medicating since I was 12. I know my limits, have medical background, and I'm not actively suicidal. Just give me the goddamn prescription. I've been my own best therapist for 10 years, and I promise you, there's no one more qualified to comprehend my brain chemistry and behaviors. Hashtag self-medication, hashtag self-diagnosis. Cynical Gypsy points out that, hey, some people are into getting mounted by nasty older men, getting their pussies or ass pussies pumped full of musky older male seed. And Karina informs him that she's not one of them. That's fair. Self-medication, self-diagnosis. This person feels like, hey, doctor who studied this, fuck you. I know what I'm doing. I know what the fuck I'm doing. It's beautiful. And I love how they feel like they understand brain chemistry when they don't even understand grammar and punctuation, That's always fun. I'm sure that this person is every bit as qualified as a fucking physician to medicate themselves. I actually do agree fundamentally that people should be able to just do whatever drugs they want, though, So I guess I'm a little bit on the crazy person side there. This is an inside out SJW. This is like basically an anti SJW who has reached the fucking point of becoming an SJW. So here's this image from, I don't know, some fucking game. I think it's maybe a Sims thing or something. I don't know. So, number 1, cucky soy boy getting cucked gamer t-shirt. I'm assuming he's talking about this guy, the dude in yellow. Effeminate gay snob acting weak. Which one's that? Oh, probably this guy with the limp wrist over here. The only masculine, happy, confident male looks like he may be with an Asian or Latino woman. Oh my God. Yep, there you go. The guy in the back. I don't even think that is an Asian or Latino woman. I think that's just a chick with dark hair. 2 question WF. Young blonde, blue eyes making young blonde blue making eyes with black guy. Look at that. Look at that scandal. Old repulsed by WM/AF. Okay, sure. White blonde female with blue eyes in prime of fertility is shown at the very center of all people present. Everyone else orbits her. She's shown with a Paris Hilton sort of expression. Shallow consumer, detached from her people. Tyrone is the only one fit for her notice. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that shit. What message is this sending, Look at that shit. This guy's getting cucked. This guy is reading way too much into this fucking image, dude. I love it. I love that the anti-SJW crowd has just morphed into something equally stupid. It's like, let's overanalyze this fucking picture from this stupid fucking game. Yeah. Tyrone. Tyrone is the name of every black man. Everyone knows that. Whatever. NBC fires Matt Lauer after a complaint about inappropriate sexual behavior. I guess we could take a look at this video they got here. It's only 1:15. Oh. Well, it's just text anyway. Why do I want that? Why do I want to read? If I click on a video, it's because I don't want to read. I'll just read the fucking article. Matt Lauer was fired from NBC News on Wednesday after an employee filed a complaint about inappropriate sexual behavior in the workplace, the network announced. Savannah Guthrie made the announcement at the top of the Today Show. "We are devastated," she said. Later in the day, Variety published a story containing additional sexual harassment allegations against Lauer. The story cited accounts from 3 unnamed women. The publication also included allegations that NBC News protected Lauer, citing several women and saying they complained to executives of the network about Lauer's behavior, which fell on deaf ears given the lucrative advertising surrounding Today. CNN has not independently confirmed the charges, and Lauer has not commented. "We can say unequivocally that prior to Monday night, current NBC News management was never made aware of any complaints about Matt Lauer's conduct," an NBC spokesperson told CNN in the wake of the Variety story. Lauer's sudden ouster came as a shock to viewers, but not as a complete surprise to his Today Show colleagues. They knew that Variety and other news outlets were investigating Lauer's off-camera conduct. One of those outlets, the New York Times, was in touch with an accuser who then met with NBC lawyers and human resources officials Monday evening. The accuser's attorney, Ari Wilkenfeld, said it was a 3-hour-long meeting. "My client detailed egregious acts of sexual harassment and misconduct by Mr. Lauer," Wilkenfeld said. An investigation ensued on Tuesday. A decision was made to terminate his employment on Tuesday evening, a swift turnaround time. I really don't like this this fucking shit where, I mean, I can understand, like, let's suspend Matt Lauer while we investigate this bullshit. But instead, it's like, okay, an accusation has been made, he's fired. I don't understand how we can have that level of, like, okay, we just trust anyone who says anything. It just seems very fucking Salem, Massachusetts. It seems very McCarthy to me, you know, where accusation and innuendo and, you know, inference and shit can just be the law. You know, as far, I mean, I guess it's not the law. He's not being convicted of anything. I see the connection might be a little on the choppy side. I'm going to maybe try to lower the bit rate here. We'll see if that can help stabilize this a little bit. Come on, get out of the fucking way. All right, I'm going to lower the bit rate to 2900. That might help. NBC fires Matt Lauer, yeah. So, I mean, I don't really know how much to say about it. We don't even really know specifically the nature of the allegations against him. You know, so it's kind of problematic to just say, I mean, you know, to just say, like, yeah, it must be true. Everything that anyone says must be true, because anybody can make a fucking accusation. I mean, I could fucking say, oh, you know, I work with Paul, so Paul sexually harassed me and he's a bad person. And just expect, oh, I'm automatically just to be believed. You know? I guess the downvoter had another change of heart. They're like, yeah, actually, the thumbs down is how I genuinely feel. Piece of shit. Stream's laggy. What you gonna do? Downvote. You bastard. This is an angel kin. Or maybe it was just someone who didn't agree with my Matt Lauer shit. They keep getting called, like, I can't see who you are. You don't have to change it back to a fucking upvote just because I fucking pointed it out. You know, you can keep it a downvote if that's how you feel. It's fine. I just don't get it. Were you offended by the Matt Lauer thing? You were like, no, Matt Lauer it's just. I think accusations should be taken as seriously as evidence because people don't lie. If there's one thing we know, it's that people never fucking lie. Ever. Ever. So I got this problem with my one wing. This is an angelkin. Everyone remembers what that is, right? What these otherkin people are. So I had this problem with my one wing. Yeah, it doesn't fucking exist. That's the problem. I can feel it, but I can't move it. Oh, well, that's a common issue. It's kind of numb. I thought you just said you could feel it. How can it be numb if you... whatever. I guess. Period. I was wondering if sport could help to train the muscles near my wing so I could perhaps move it. All right, if you have a magical fantasy wing, there's no muscle that's going to fucking help you move that, you know? I will try this, but I got another idea. What about a scarf? I could wear it. That one part hangs behind my back where my wing is. Maybe I could train the wing to move like the scarf. And I get a better connection to the wing. So, is this the case of, like, this otherkin person has one wing that's fine, but they have another wing that's just like, it doesn't work. Yeah. You just got to do some fucking chin-ups or something. Or push-ups as the Ed Wolf man in there suggests. And, you know, your wing will fucking come into its own, dude. Why? I don't get it. I don't understand the mentality of people who think they have fucking wings. And if you're going to imagine that you have a wing, why would you imagine a lame fucking wing that doesn't work? I guess just so you can fucking go to your fellow otherkin and be like, there's a problem with my wing. My invisible wing that can't touch anything and doesn't actually exist. Should I exercise? Or should I tie a scarf around it? I don't get it. How are you going to train how does putting a scarf on train your wing to move like the scarf? That doesn't even fucking make sense. Even if you had wings, that doesn't make fucking sense. Ugh. Yeah, these poor fucks worry about their wings and shit. Woman walks free after pleading guilty to killing her baby daughter. You know, that's good. I'm glad we live in a world like that, aren't you? Sofina Nakat will not serve any jail time for killing her baby girl after a 12-month community correction order was handed down in court today. Nakat pleaded guilty to the crime of killing 15-month-old Sanaya by smothering her and throwing her into the Derbin Creek in April of 2016. The 24-year-old was originally charged with murder, which was downgraded after she was diagnosed with depression. You know, she's just depressed. You know, I mean, depression is a serious disorder. It affects a lot of people, you know. One of the common side effects of depression is suffocating your baby and throwing it in a fucking river, you know. That's how it goes. I'm sorry, not a river, a creek. You're not even good at murder. Who the fuck throws their murder victim in a fucking creek? It's not even fucking deep enough. Wow. So, I mean, if you're a woman and you got a baby and you want to kill it, just be sure you can be diagnosed with depression afterwards, because apparently then it's okay. At the time, Nakat told police a barefoot man of African appearance who smelled of alcohol had snatched Sanaya from her pram. It was some drunk nigga what done it. It's like, what? Bitch. The girl's body was found in a creek, and Nakat confessed 3 days later. The maximum jail term for infanticide is 5 years. What? Seems a little low. Today, Justice Lex Lasry said he decided against the jail term because Nakat had already served 529 days on remand. 3AW reporter Mark O'Brien told Neil Mitchell, the father and grandfather of a child, were so emotional they could not come to court today. Yeah, you know, I mean, they didn't want to come see that miscarriage of justice. I mean, that's surprising. Man, it was this drunk nigga done come in here. He just took her right out her carriage, you know. That's how it was, officer. I swear. I swears it. Oh, man. So, suffocate this baby here, suffocated and thrown in a creek, and this woman here who did it, free to go because she's depressed, and she was already in jail for 529 days. It seems kind of a light sentence for brutally murdering your own child and then covering it up and then blaming it on your depression, but what do I know? What do I know? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it was probably, I mean, it doesn't say postpartum depression here, but I mean, and, you know, 15 months is a little late to still be having those symptoms. I don't know. Seems kind of fucked up to me. So everyone knows that this trailer came out. Thought I'd just give you guys, I don't know. It's the cheapest thing in the world to do a reaction to a fucking video, you know, like to a trailer. But, you know, whatever. I thought maybe it'd be entertaining. So let me know how do you guys want me to react to this trailer? Do you want me to be excited or disgusted or sad, or give me an emotion and I'll just fake that reaction, you know? Whatever you want. Tell me how you want me to react to the Avengers Infinity War official trailer. And I'll do it. I'll do it. We'll make a little game of it. Hate it. Ambivalent. Angry. Confusion. Everyone's got their own answer. Amused. Suffering. Disgusted. Fuck its shit up. Be sad and cry. Disgusted. Hysterical. Like bad hysterical or good hysterical? Shit. It seems like there's a lot of division about this. I don't know which way to go with it. Disgusted I see more than once. It's the only one I see more than one of. So I guess I'll do disgust. Let's try it out. I'm going to turn the volume a little low on it so you can hear me over it. Cum bubbles. That's not a react. That's not an emotion. Horny. Oh, that fucking hurricane hole. Oh, my God. Disgusted. All right.
Bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
Ugh, just using lines from the fucking previous one.
So when they needed us.
Yeah, we all remember Marvel. Hey, it's a bunch of characters you've already seen in too many fucking movies. Wow. God, they're even putting their stupid fucking overlong Marvel intro in their fucking trailers now. Ugh. God damn. Ooh, Marvel Studios. Big fucking deal. Hey, it's set in New York. That's a fucking original.
Like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right.
Oh, does he actually have spider sense now? I thought it was just a Tony Stark suit thing. Oh my God, a giant sky portal. We've never seen that before.
Run from it.
So fucking original. Hey, is Loki just in every Marvel movie now? Oh my God, how fucking embarrassing. It's like fucking Grimace's dad.
Engage our defenses.
Engage our defenses.
This man is shit.
Learn to fucking talk. Fucking mush-mouth prick. The fucking Earth is getting horny, dude. What?
Isn't something one considers when balancing the universe.
Oh no, not Vision. Everyone's fucking favorite character.
On my face.
Why does Thanos look like a fucking dork? Dude, I will never fucking be impressed with that fucking Black Panther taking his little kitty claws out. It's the gayest shit I've ever fucking seen in my goddamn life. Gotta admire him for going with that fucking soulless theme that no one could even remember if you ask him on the streets to hum it for you.
Who the hell are you guys?
Oh, the Guardians of the Galaxy will be there too. At least long enough for Thor to be like, who the heck are you? Lame. Actually, I don't know. It looks all right. But you guys wanted discussed, so figured I'd do it. This is a Twitter post. If Muslim countries want to put homosexuals to death in their countries, who cares? It's not appropriate for privileged white folks to tell Muslims how to run their country. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, human rights are kind of a universal thing. Like, if we're not, I mean, how can you call anyone privileged for standing up for people not being executed for their sexuality? That's not a fucking privilege, you retard. Stupid fuck. We turned TJ into an SJW. What? When did you do that? Ugh. Yeah, so I don't even know. I mean, I'm really pissed about this, but I really don't have much to say about it other than I mean, it's disgusting. You know? That's it. It sucks. It's bullshit. I don't like it. Wisconsin DNR, Department of Natural Resources, sold 10 hunting licenses. Thank you. What is that? Root beer. Thank you. Sold 10 hunting licenses to infants. You know, I mean, look, if you want to go hunting, cool. If you want to even take your kids hunting, okay, I mean, whatever. I don't necessarily think it's the best thing in the world for you to teach kids to kill things. But, you know, if that's what you want to do, is your fucking kids. You're the one raising them. But babies! Does a baby really need a fucking hunting license? What the fuck? So here we are. Madison, Wisconsin. The State Department of Natural Resources sold 10 hunting licenses to infants after Governor Scott Walker signed a bill that eliminated the state's minimum hunting age. Walker signed a Republican bill on November 13th doing away with the 10-year-old minimum age to participate in a mentored hunt. Why? Like, was it really that big? Like, I want to take my fucking baby hunting. That's dumb. You're a retard. Like, 10 seems like the appropriate age. Like, yeah, okay, son, I'm going to go teach you how to kill shit in the woods. 10 seems like a reasonable age for that. Right? Am I crazy? Am I fucking crazy? We need some babies with fucking shotguns. I want to see a baby shoot a fucking shotgun and get fucking blown back by just the fucking, what's it called? Kickback or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. I'm not a gun person. But that'd be funny. See it fucking fly, slam into a tree and die. Then the hunter's like, well, I had depression, so it's okay that I killed my baby. Jewish groups demand Poland explain naked game of tag in Nazi gas chamber. What real, I mean, like, what kind of explanation do you really expect for that, from that, you know? Like, what do you want from them? They did it. They were obviously fucking around and being stupid and shit. But what make... Why? I mean, I don't understand. I would say demanding an apology makes sense. Demanding an explanation. I'm demanding an explanation for why you actually want an explanation for this shit. What do you mean? A bunch of dudes decide to get naked and play grab ass in a fucking Nazi death chamber. What do you think the explanation is? I would imagine alcohol probably played a part and stupidity probably played a part. So the explanation is we were drunk and we were stupid. That's about it. You know? Let's see. Maybe they did offer some explanation. I guess they were artists. So I was wrong. It was art. Art. Groups representing Holocaust survivors have asked Poland's president to explain why artists were allowed to film a naked game of tag inside a gas chamber in the former Nazi death camp of Stutthof. On Wednesday, the Organization for Holocaust fucking faggots said blah, 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 we're offended, wham, 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 boo-hoo. And, let's see. The video was part of an exhibition titled Poland, Israel, Germany, The Experience of Auschwitz, which opened in 2015 in Krakow, about the former Nazi death camp impact on public discourse. It was endorsed and sponsored by the Israeli embassy in Poland. But after drawing considerable criticism from Jewish advocacy groups, the embassy called for the video's removal. The embassy has learned of criticisms regarding the video in question. So wait, this is actually supposed to be part of an artistic exhibition to show what Holocaust victims went through? When did Holocaust victims fucking just say, hey, let's get a bunch of naked dudes playing tag in the fucking death shower? You know what? Okay, I mean, okay, you know, honestly, you know, if I was, I mean, you know, I don't understand this artistically. But if it was just like, we're all drunk and we're all fucking insane and we're all fucking stupid and let's fucking play naked tag in the fucking Nazi shower, I mean, if your speech options are high enough, you know, you might convince me to do that. You know, it wouldn't be to, you know, make light of what happened to the Jews. I just don't have this magical thinking that a lot of people have, that this room is somehow fucking sacred, or like not even sacred, but you know, sacrosanct, or there's certain things you can't do there. You know, anything I do anywhere else, I do in the fucking room where the Jews were killed, and it wouldn't feel any different to me because that's just something that happened there in the fucking past. You know, nothing of that event was like bestowed upon that place. Like, this ground has been hallowed somehow by this. That's hollowed with an A, not with an O. Or not with two O's, anyway. Why is this so small? Y'all worried about net neutrality, so you get memes, but don't bat an eye when a black person or trans woman of color dies. I see you. So if you're someone who's worried about net neutrality, then basically you don't care when women of color or trans people are murdered. Because as we all know, it is impossible to care about more than one thing. Dun dun dun. I'm against all murder. I don't really care what kind of fucking identity the person who was murdered had, you know? I think that a cis person being murdered is just as bad as a trans person being murdered. I think anybody, you know, I don't know. This is just some bitch's Tumblr, so this is not anything you should actually care about on any level. But I just thought it was funny. And I think it's also funny that they decided to write it in size fucking 0.2 font. Cannibal killer frat boy accused of murdering and eating 2 random Florida homeowners said he just wants to be a normal kid again in tearful phone calls home to his parents as police released their conversations. Why are they... I mean, okay, I guess maybe this shouldn't be the first question, but why are the police releasing private phone calls between this kid and the parents, you know? Doesn't make sense. Why were these released? Hundreds of phone calls between Austin Harruff of Jupiter, Florida, and his family have been released. In earlier recordings, Harruff cries to his family and says he wants to go home, but in later recordings, he has the monotone voice and gives one-word answers. The 20-year-old is accused of beating and stabbing Michelle Michon and John Stevens III before he was found eating the flesh off Stevens' face. I'd have eaten Michelle Michon's ass way before I ate fucking Stephen III's fucking face, dude. You know, if you're gonna be a cannibal, do it right and eat that fucking booty meat. That's all I'm saying. Where the fuck did my joint go? Motherfucker tried to commit suicide, leaped down to his fucking death, dude. Murder is bad. What if murder was good? Lol. Pinnacle of humor. Yeah, the third. John Stevens the fucking third, dude. That's what this is. That's what these three eyes mean. That's Roman numeral for 3. John Stevens III. Yeah, eat that booty meat, dude. Eat a big juicy fucking ass. Don't eat no fucking, like, what? You're gonna eat a fucking what even is it? A fucking face? How is that? Like, if I was gonna eat something, if I was gonna eat somebody, like, the face would be one of the last fucking things. How come all these fucking cannibal motherfuckers that go crazy and eat some people, they always want to eat the face? Like, why are you trying to eat their fucking face? There's not even any meat there. It's a stupid place to eat. You know? Get some ribs. Get some fucking rump. Get some fucking thigh meat or some back meat. You know? It'd even make more sense, although you shouldn't do it because you could get diseases and shit, to eat their brain, you know? That's more meaty than their fucking face. Sorry, I mean, like, I know I should be criticizing him morally and shit, but I'd rather criticize his poor taste. You got 2 dead bodies. 2 perfectly good dead bodies. You got Michelle Michon and John Stevens III. And of all the things you're going to eat the fucking face? Yeah, roast the cock with fucking hot sauce. You could stuff fucking, you could turn it into like a chili relleno or something. You know? It's not about the meat, it's about looking edgy. Maybe you're right. You know, maybe it's all about, like, that's the edgiest part to eat. Gotta eat the face. Like, I mean, this is like, there's pretty much nothing here but, like, some skin. I mean, there's some muscles, obviously, because you can do stuff. But that's not good fucking, that's not good meat. That's shit meat. Have you ever eaten any animal's face? Have you ever been to a restaurant and they're like, yeah, try the cow face? No. That's dog shit. About the only place you can eat that is in a fucking hot dog. Yeah, throw the cheeks and the garbage meat in there, you know? Leave it to TJ to talk about eating people's cocks, literally. I didn't even bring it up. That was blame Jacob Matthew Crawford, dude. Jacob Matthew Crawford said, what about the cock roasted with hot sauce? I just built upon what he said, okay? My audience is a reflection of me, but I'm also a reflection of it. We reflect each other. We're like 2 mirrors staring eternally into the void. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys what I'm talking about here. You know, this is important stuff. Hold on. I just saw this today, earlier, and I think it's important that we all experience it. Where is it? These are not my likes. Where's the fucking... There it is. How'd it get all the way down here? There we go. Sorry. See that? That's some meat right there. That's some fucking meat. And I'm sure Karina, you know, you got the munchies and had to put some dumb kid to bed. Well, here you go. If you had to eat someone, Karina, not saying you would you rather eat their face or would you rather eat that there? That thing bouncing around. Come on. Don't be stupid. Eat the ass. Eat that motherfucking ass. That's all I'm saying. So let's learn a little bit more about Mr. Cannibal here. Get out of here. I don't want you fucking video. You just go fuck yourself. You're garbage. Hundreds of phone calls made from jail between so-called cannibal killer Austin Harroff, I don't know, and his family have been released, in which he says he just wants to be a normal kid again. Maybe you should have thought about that before you murdered 2 people and ate some dude's face. Just saying. Just saying. Reported for nudity. Go report yourself for stupidity, bitch. More than 10 hours of recording were made public by the state attorney's office in Martin County, where the 20-year-old former Florida State University student detailed his boredom, his want for mental help, and how he misses home. Haruff is accused of stabbing John Stevens III, 59, and Michelle Michon, 53, to death at their home on Southeast Kokomo Lane on August 15th. He was found biting Stevens' face, making accusers think he was on drugs such as bath salts or flakka. Look at him. He's so physically fit. Who are these? These are the people he killed. So he was eating this dude's face. This dude is like, you know what looks appetizing? This dude's fucking face. I'm going to stab him, and I'm going to stab her, and then I'm going to eat his face. The teenager has been at the sports bar Duffy's West with his father when he complained that the food was taking too long and left. I love it. He's like, man, this food's taking too long. I'm going to find something else to eat. Haruff apparently walked to his mother's house nearby where he said she found him about to drink cooking oil. What? She said she told him to stop, but he said she soon found him eating a bowl of cooking oil mixed with cheese before taking her son back to the restaurant. He left again and apparently walked the 4 miles to the victim's home, which was near his father's house. It is unknown how the encounter began, but Stevens and Michon were known to sit in their garage with the door open, watching television and chatting with passersby. Well, on this night, that was a fucking mistake. Shouldn't have been doing that, because this guy was hungry. He was so hungry, he was willing to eat a fucking bowl of cheese and olive oil. So the second he, of course, saw poor Roger Stevens III's fucking face, he's like, I gotta eat that. That's yummy. Yeah, okay. And then he just wants to be a normal kid again. Doesn't sound like, if you're the kind of kid who leaves a restaurant because it's taking too long and then goes home and pours a bunch of cooking oil on some cheese and tries to eat it like it's cereal, then you were never a normal kid. And your parents probably should have suspected that you would murder someone sooner or later. They're just lucky they weren't the ones murdered, you know? At least he had the decency to eat someone else instead of his parents, you know? Because that'd be a real insult, you know? You bring a kid in the world only for them to fucking eat you, devour your fucking face. Luckily, this kid, he found some surrogate parents to eat, because they liked to fucking sit outside in their garage and talk to passersby. Hey, how you doing tonight? I'm doing fine. Just want to eat your face. Ah! Okay. Rock on. I like you, Austin Haruff. You got a personality. I'd like to make a movie about you. You sound fun. So, here we go. This is a part of a Tumblr thread. I don't care about men who die from lack of insulin since they don't really deserve it, but this is a serious problem for diabetic women. You know, just letting you know. Just letting you know, yeah. Just outright saying, yeah, I mean, you know, if women die from lack of insulin, that's a big deal. Men dying of it, no big deal, because men are garbage and they're evil and they'd all deserve to be killed. And this is okay. This is not hate speech. This is acceptable speech. You should all be proud. Man tries to pay ticket with pennies, gets choked by guard, and defecates self. This is according to his attorney. Let's see if they actually do a story or they just give us words to read, making it pointless. Come on, play, you son of a bitch. What the fuck?
Video from inside the courthouse. The Royal Oak man claims the court officers didn't like how he paid that ticket, so they grabbed him from behind, choked him, throwing him to the ground so hard that he actually went to the bathroom in his pants.
I don't think that we know that in everyday course of business we poop our pants or that we go around defecating
poop
ourselves.
Our pants.
But
there we go. If you really want to say something, say defecate yourselves. Don't say he had to go potty in his pants. Like, what are you, a fucking kindergartner? I wish we could just be honest and talk on the news like people actually talk and say, he was beaten so bad he actually shit himself. Like, come on. Just say it. That's how people talk.
That's exactly what attorney Jonathan Marco says happened when his client went to pay a parking ticket at Royal Oak's 44th District Court last February. It started when the clerk said Anthony Sevi would have to pay a surcharge on his $10 parking ticket if he paid with his credit card. Sevi didn't like that, so he left. And his attorney says he came back to pay with rolls of pennies. There he is on camera with the court officers and his bag of pennies.
He was not happy about it, so in symbolic protest, he brought back penny rolls to pay for his ticket. And the clerk wasn't too happy about that. They refused to allow him to pay with penny rolls.
The exchange caught on surveillance.
That's U.S. currency.
Sevi and the court officer exchanged words. We're told Sevi was asked to leave, but it didn't end there.
And as he was leaving the courthouse with his back to the officer, the court officer began to choke him out, grabbed him, choked him out, brought him to the ground. Mr. Sevi passed out. He defecated himself.
The court officers arrested Sevi and then threw him in jail. Sevi is now suing the Royal Oak court officers.
I don't think that anyone paying in penny rolls, whether it's, a preferred thing to do for the court clerk, warrants this type of assault and behavior in violation of his constitutional rights.
City Attorney David Gillum says the city has yet to be served with a lawsuit. He is aware of the case, which was...
Yeah, it does, how dare you try to pay with a U.S. currency that's not convenient for these fucking clerks, man. I mean, I get it. The guy's an asshole. He's trying to protest his fucking parking ticket by paying in pennies and making more work for people and being a dick. But you don't fucking slam him to the ground and make him shit himself. It's kind of mean. It's also kind of overkill, and it's kind of illegal. That person should not be in law enforcement any longer. Shouldn't be a guard, shouldn't be a fucking clerk, shouldn't be anything. Should be fired. And yeah, I hope he actually wins his lawsuit against the state, because it's not acceptable. Not acceptable. That's my pronouncement. Don't do it. Have you noticed that when someone goes, I was bitten by a dog once and now I'm kind of wary around them, most people are like, aw, I understand. But if a woman says she's been raped, abused by men in the past and is now scared of them, she gets told she's paranoid, needs to get over it. I noticed that. Well, dogs are dogs and people are people. I mean, like, here's the thing. I could go to this very same person and say, yeah, I was attacked by a group of black men, and ever since then I've just been wary around black people. And they'd be like, oh my God, you're a disgusting racist. That's because they're people, okay? Yeah, I mean, you might have some psychological difficulty, like, oh, I'm afraid of men, or I'm afraid of black people, or I'm afraid of this kind of person or that kind of person. That might be a thing for you that you have to overcome. But yeah, you should be working to overcome it. It's not, we shouldn't just be totally accepting of that to the point of like, that's fine, that's okay. It's okay to be, to have fear and hatred towards half the fucking population. That's totally cool. Another person said, have you noticed that when a dog bites a person, it gets put down? And then they said, that last comment, though. First of all, a dog is not always put down because it bit someone. It can be. Kind of depends on the severity and other factors. I see that I'm frozen here. Dropping frames. Hello. Hello. Okay, looks like I'm back now. Have you noticed that when a dog bites a person, it gets put down? Not always true. And also, there tends to be a higher standard of, you know, like a dog's life, for whether you agree with it or not, is considered less valuable than a human's life. You know, we also put dogs down medically for ethical reasons. Why is this fucking freezing all over the fucking place? I don't know. The bitrate is already pretty fucking low, but I guess I can try. I mean, like, it never seems to fucking actually do anything when I lower the fucking bitrate. TJ seeming particularly stoned this week. That'd be strange, considering I've smoked way less weed this week than I normally would. And fuck, I mean, in fact, I've been doing this whole show. This joint represents my first marijuana of the day, and I started smoking it during this show, and it's barely fucking made a dent in the damn thing. It's still almost a full fucking joint, so I don't know how I'm particularly stoned. That's bullshit. You're a liar, sir. You're a fucking liar. All right, it looks like my fucking internet is turning to shit. Let's just see if we can fucking get through these last few stories here. Honolulu police tell legal marijuana users to turn in their firearms. I don't know why I picked that. I don't actually care now. This is something that says health is a social construct by your fat feminist friend. I didn't know I had one. I don't know if I want one. Someone asked her, how is health a social construct? So let's pull up a chair and find out here. Okay. What we define as health was decided by cis, straight, white men, and what is considered proper medical care is a very white thing. As such, in other places, such as some parts of Africa, Africa, the health capital of the fucking world, as well as places in the Caribbean and the Pacific Islands, find fatness not only healthy, but attractive and desirable. Well, the reason that, I mean, I don't even know if that's true, but even if it is, the reason why fatness would be attractive in Africa is like, holy shit, you actually know how to fucking get food. That's attractive to me, because I can't. People are fucking starving around there. Our definition of what is healthy in the U.S. is inherently fat-phobic, racist, and sexist because minority groups and women get unfairly targeted by mostly white male doctors. Health today is also classist, homophobic, and transphobic as well for denying poor, gay, and trans folk the proper care they need. So far, healthcare is focused on fat people like me, and I have no medical issues at all that would indicate that I am less healthy than a thin person. Until the healthcare industry gets past its fat phobia, homophobia, classism, racism, and transphobia, health will be a social construct because we cannot socially see past certain people, yet we are denying other ways of being healthy. I cannot wait for this woman to get diabetes and fucking die. Like, please, die soon. Please let your fucking fatness be the death of you sooner rather than later, because, you know, I mean, most of my doctors have been fucking Asian. But usually when I go to a doctor's office, I get a fucking Asian dude or a fucking, you know, woman. Most doctors, I mean, maybe I don't know, maybe most of you go to white male doctors, and I've just had outside the box experiences, but usually my doctors tend to be women or Asian dudes. And I don't know how gay people are treated any differently by the fucking medical establishment either. I don't know. Poll, 39% of Alabama evangelicals more likely to support Roy Moore after hearing about the allegations. Numbers actually gone up. So, I don't know. Just make of that whatever the fuck you will. I don't think I mean, like, I think the commentary I have for that would be painfully obvious to any of you. Just how the fuck can you purport to be some kind of great moral Christian person and be like, yeah, after I found out that he fucking sexually harassed a bunch of teens and stuff, and there's mountains of evidence to confirm that he did it, that just makes me more likely to vote for him. I think he's awesome. It's like, okay, cool. Whatever. I saw some Republicans actually blame it on fucking sluttiness, too. Like, they said, like, you know, there's so many fucking, all the older women where he lives are sluts. So, you know, if you think about it, he had to do it. Because, you know, only the young girls were still available. It's like, well, isn't he married? Oh, well, I guess maybe he is. Whatever. I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on here. We can chat for a moment. You and me, chat. You and me. Yeah, that was also God's will. Good point. I'm going to move myself a little bit over here. Add you guys to this shit. Give you your own little portion of the screen here. There you go. What a happy little place for my happy little chat. It was God's will. It was God's will. It was God's will to do. Yeah, everything's a fucking social construct now, you know? You know, what I think I might actually do is I think I might end this show and go over to the Hypothesis channel over on Paul's old channel and just do like some public streaming and chat some motherfuckers up. But you guys are welcome to come in there as well. Yeah, and that is the type of shit that give people like Jordan Peterson ammunition. You're right. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, let me know. If you didn't enjoy it, let me know. If you thought it was mediocre, let me know. If you have some other kind of things you'd like to see on these private shows to keep you more satisfied as patrons, let me know that too. Totally happy to cater to you motherfuckers who are helping me keep my channel afloat. I appreciate each and every one of you tremendously, more than you could ever fucking probably realize. That you want a link to the Hypothesis channel? Yeah, I could do that. Hold on. I should probably do it in a different window. Hold up. Okay. I'm sorry, it's actually not Hypothesis, it's Ideology. I always get those two confused. Here's the channel. It's Paul's Ego's old channel. It's been rebranded since he stopped making videos of that sort. Ideology. There it is. There it goes. There it bees. There's that link. I'm going to be starting that in probably like 5 or 10 minutes. Going to go out there and chat with some people. I really appreciate all you coming out here to support this. And, yeah. Give me your feedback. Let me know what you thought, what you didn't think. Thank you to everyone, every single one of you, especially Karina for liking butts and tits so much. Even though she did momentarily lapse and go fucking throw her kid in the garbage or something, which, you know, I appreciate that, but don't do it during my show, you know? Give it some fucking time. Throw that shit down the fucking trash chute and forget about it before the show. All right. Peace, motherfuckers. Maybe I could give you guys a little song. I could play with my voice effects here. You know? Lots of different voice effects you can do. Like this. Or this. La 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 la. I like to worship Satan. Satan is my Lord. Throw your children in the garbage. Duh. That's a weird one. Hello? Yeah. There's like a devil voice on here somewhere. Run for office? I don't know if that's a good one for me. Satan initiated the War of 1980. No, he didn't. That's a lie. Don't lie about the Dark Lord. He knows. Da. 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 The fuck is the Satan voice? That one's cool. I never know how well these voices are coming back to you, because I hear them more clearly on my end most of the time, I think. Yeah. Do. Oh, there it is. I am the devil. Can you hear my actual voice coming in beneath the devil voice? Or do you just hear the devil voice? Which one is it? Tell me. Let me know. I can't hear. Because what I hear is the devil voice. I think I might hear my own voice too, though. I don't know. Let's just smoke a little. The devil is behind your voice to me. That's what I've feared. Maybe I need to do this. Nope. That just fucks it up. What about this? Da 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 da. Can you still hear my voice under there, or is it just the devil voice now? I am the devil. 90% of the population was killed in the War of 1988. Nothing. Satan wants a joint. Here. Satan. Smoke it. Still bad? I didn't ask if it was bad. Fuck off. Connor Oakes. That's that little faggot. Keeps giving it down votes right there. Little bitch. Bitch ass motherfucking Connor! Fuck you, Connor! You suck. You're a piece of shit, Connor. I'm not even lying. You're a total piece of shit. You're the worst. I'm just fucking with you. You're alright. I don't know. Maybe you are. Maybe you aren't. Let's fuck on. Okay. Alright. Well, like I said, I'll see you motherfuckers on Heideology. Okay. Well, that's that. Thanks for tuning in, you sons of bitches. Horrible, horrible people. I'm gonna give myself a down vote. I dislike this. Nope.